Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who Season 14, Episodes 4 and 5, which is 73 Odds and Dot and Bubble. So, I just kind of decided to combine these two because I don't really have much time to write and film videos this week. Um, I thought I'd just combine them into one. So, first I'm going to be talking about 73 Odds. So, this is one of the rare episodes of the show where the Doctor doesn't make much of an appearance. It's a Doctor Light episode. Doctor Light's episodes could be, really good, like Blink or Turn Left, or they could be really bad, like Love and Monsters. Um, but I think this one was actually really good because the best Doctor Light episodes, you really get to know a character, not the Doc, who's not the Doctor. And I think this one really gets you to dive deep into Ruby as a character. This one reminds me a lot of like a Twilight Zone episode or a Stephen King, or maybe like a Stanley Kubrick movie where you don't really know what's happening, which is kind of the scary part. Like we never find out what old Ruby was saying to make everybody avoid young Ruby. We never find that out. They make everybody act like they did to me back in high school. Just walk away from me and don't talk to me. So I don't know what type of power that was. I think it's connected to like the Welsh mystic thing that the Doctor steps on and she reads from it. That kind of caused an ancient curse to go on Ruby, or something like that. I don't really know, but it's an episode that like you're left thinking about. We get a lot of unanswered questions. Now, a lot of people I think would be upset by this, but I like when they don't explain everything. It leaves you, the audience, to figure stuff out, like a David Lynch movie, if you will. But yeah, Ruby gets a lot to do here. So he takes down evil president guy who wants to start a nuclear war for some reason. I don't know why he wants to blow up the planet. Some of these Doctor Who villains, you don't really know why they're evil. They just are. So that guy is one of them. Reminds me a lot of Bill Clinton with the whole scandal thing. But I like how Ruby's relationship with the creepy old rules in the whole changes at the episode. Like she's supposed to be scared of her, and then she loses everybody close to her. So at the end, she's the only one she has left in this kind of weird symbolic relationship they have. I like how much time passes. Like, for she's 19 and she's 25 and then she's like 40. That was a really cool like jump cut throughout the years. And the ending reminded me a lot of 2001 Space Odyssey, and this has to be intentional because the way the camera shifts from Ruby looking at the old woman, looking back, and she becomes her is almost the exact same ending, shot for shot, as 2001 Space Odyssey. So maybe Russell likes that movie, because I like that movie too. So I feel like that must have been intentional. But I think the only thing I don't like about this episode is that Ruby forgets about most of it. Like she remembers being the rails once, and she remembers seeing Susan Twist's character in the next episode, but doesn't remember Rail. Like, could be from all the different episodes she's been in this season. Who knows who she is? Who knows? Um, but yeah, that was interesting. I just wish that Ruby, the character, remembered the alternate timeline, because I feel like that would have made the episode seem more worth it. That if she remembers what happened. But to the audience, it was worth it because we found out a lot about Ruby as a character. Before this, I liked Ruby, but I didn't really like. She wasn't exactly well defined. She was this kind of generic companion. Now this episode really showed us all the different sides of her. So I like that. Um, I like the people avoiding her could be a metaphor for her abandonment issues, stuff like that. Because that would be my biggest nightmare is everybody just starts avoiding me. Even Kate Stewart. That has to be some heavy, like, hypnosis or something old Ruby got on them to make Kate Stewart not want to talk to her. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good episode. And moving on to Dot and Bubble. So how 73 Yards reminded me of like a Stanley Kubrick movie, this reminds me of a Black Mirror episode. It I don't know, very like nihilistic about the future. And this is so like souls from political commentary, an episode where it actually works because I don't know. I feel like he has a lot to say about it. Everybody's in my generation is nose deep into their cell phone. I'm one of them. We're all like that. So as much as I like to defend my generation from old people who are like kids these days, you gotta admit Russell T Davies is right about this one. But yeah, like I think it's about like disconnection from reality. People are stuck in a literal bubble. I found that really clever. I don't know. I liked it a lot. This episode had Lindy, the most unlikable main character I've seen in a long time. Very self-centered. Doesn't really care about anybody except herself. So you let David Bowie's look-alike die. Is that just me, or did Mr. September look a lot like a young David Bowie? Like it's probably a secret love child he had with Mick Jagger. I don't know, but it looked exactly like David Bowie, and I liked him. And she let him die. What a loser! I hated that lady. And then it turns out she's even a bigger loser because it turns out everybody in Finetown is a space racist. So that's fun. Um, which a pretty good twist. I guess there's always a twist in the end, as the doctor said. But that was so frustrating to watch. I was like, oh, you know what? These guys deserve to die in the wilderness. If they like, these guys are definitely gonna die because before now they didn't even know how to walk straight without the computer telling them how to walk, which I think is like a little reference to GPS, um, telling people how to drive. So if they can't even walk straight, no way they're gonna survive in the wilderness. No way. I really like the monster in this episode. This could be recency biased because I watched it a couple hours ago. But the monster was so like silly looking, and it's just this big slug like out of Monsters Inc. or something. And it doesn't even try to kill people. It just lets people walk into them, which is kind of funny. It's kind of like the Macra Terror from season 4, one of my favorite Troughton episodes. I like the implication that AI saw people and just realized how cringe they are, so it tried to kill them. Like it wasn't even like because they want to rule the world. I think it's just because they think the 17 to 27 demographic was a little too cringe to live, which is kind of funny. Um, I think the point is, social media is great and everything. It's a great way to connect to people, but we gotta remember, like, to stay in the real world sometime. We gotta keep ourselves grounded a little bit. Um, so yeah, besides Mr. September, I didn't really feel bad when everybody else died, because there were a bunch of stuck-up rich kids, and also space racists, so that's not fun. I like the doctor's speech at the end of the episode, like, come on, guy, really? Like, I felt so bad for him. But at this point, if I was the doctor, I'd just be like, okay, fuck you guys. Me and Ruby are gonna go to, I don't know, Ice Cream Planet or something. There's probably one of those around. So yeah, Russell T Davies. First 2 episodes of the season sucked. Boo. But these 2 episodes, yay. So right now you're a real mixed bag, huh? um, I think what he's been doing, like both at the 60th anniversary and this, he writes the bad episodes at the beginning and then saves the good stuff for the rest of the season. 'Cause that's what I've noticed so far. So hopefully that means the next 3 episodes are solid. Still don't know who that old lady is who keeps popping up in every episode. And I like how the Doctor and Ruby are starting to remember her. Like, wait a minute, haven't we seen you before? So that's, keeps going the mystery of the season. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of these 2 episodes, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.